Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone. Whatever the time you are watching this right now, welcome to Bookkeeping. Allow me to introduce myself first. Ako po si Errol Billy Pilanga, and I will guide you throughout bookkeeping to be a master of your own field, whether you're using it for your businesses, for your career growth, whether you're helping someone else's business or you're employed. I hope that we will go through activities, we'll go through practical application that will be helpful for the real world. Now, before anything else, I would like to emphasize to you the objectives of this particular slides for this first lecture. The first is at the end of the lesson, you should be able to one, explain the importance of bookkeeping and accounting in a business. Two, differentiate bookkeeping from accounting because this is two different things. Three, identify the purpose of financial statements and basic business records. Now, before anything else, we will need to discuss first accounting. So, ibig sabihin, visualize a tree, isang puno. Yung pinakatuktok ng puno, ang tinatawag po nating accounting. So, yung mga branches po nito, yung mga roots and everything are the branches of accounting. And one of the branches of accounting is bookkeeping. So meron pa na madami pa branches ng accounting. Bookkeeping, financial accounting, financial management, management accounting, taxation and everything. So we don't need to discuss it. But going on, kailangan muna nating puntahan yung pinaka-basic. The basic is discussing about the mother. So the mother of all, the father of all, what can you say about this one? But yung pinakauna and the foundation, it's accounting. Bookkeeping is backed up by the foundations of accounting principles, and we need to use that. Although bookkeeping and accounting is not different, is not the same. Bookkeeping is being built upon the foundations of accounting principles. So all of the things that you are learning in bookkeeping has the foundations of, again, accounting principles. Okay? Now, let's have Juan. Juan has 100 pesos na binigay sa kanya ng kanyang mga magulang. And little as he, inisip niya sa sarili niya, tinanong niya sa sarili niya, paano ko kaya mapapalago tong 100 pesos na to para hindi na ako palaging hihingi-hingi palagi kay mama at papa ng pambaon para hindi na sila mahirapan. So naisipan ni Juan na ay itong 100 pesos na to ay ipapalago ko at magbebenta ako ng cupcake. Kaya ang unang ginawa ni Juan ay pumunta siya sa grocery store. Okay? Pumunta si Juan sa grocery store para bilhin yung mga ingredients. Okay? At tingnan na lang natin, sana magkasya yung 100 pesos. Pero yung mga ibibigay ko pong price dito ay let's say hypothetical lang naman. Hindi naman to yung sabi nating totoong price sa market. So, just for illustrative purposes only, okay? Dinala niya yung 100 at pumunta siya sa store para bumili ng mga ingredients sa ibebenta niyang cupcake. At dun sa 100 pesos na binigay sa kanya ng kanyang mga magulang, binili niya ito ng mga ingredients sa cupcakes. At kinuha niya yung libro at kinuha din niya yung tinatawag nating resibo at from that receipt, he found out and nag-jot down siya sa notes niya, sa notebook. Ang ginastos niya ay 50 pesos on flour kasi yun naman kailangan sa cupcake. And he found out umastos din siya ng 30% on sugar, 15 pesos on butter, 5 pesos on cupcake liner. So, nakikita niyo yung plastic dyan. Okay? And yung total expenses niya ay 100 pesos. So, wag na muna mo tayong mag-debate. Ay, hindi naman ganyan sa total market. Just hypothetical lang naman po for illustrative purposes. And, as he found out, again, he goes down to his note and yun, nag-record siya nag-track siya ng mga expenses niya. Magkano ba yung ginastos ko for making my cupcakes? And he found out that yung 100 pesos na binigay sa kanya, saktong-sakto. 100 pesos din yung total expenses niya. And doon sa 100 pesos na expenses niya, ilan kaya ang magagawa niyang cupcakes? He found out na sa 100 pesos na expenses niya, makakagawa siya ng 50 na cupcakes. Okay? Again, yung quantity po, yung dami po ng cupcakes na pwede niyang na i-produce ng 100 pesos na expenses niya ay 50. And nag-decide naman siya na, okay, kada isang cupcake ay ibebenta ko ng 10 pesos. Okay? Now, pumunta si Juan ng school at ibinenta niya ng okay, pumunta siya ng school at ibinenta niya ng tawag dito 10 pesos ang kada isang cupcake. Right after, tantananan, meron siyang meron siyang benta na 500 pesos. Okay? Magkaiba yung kita sa benta. Now, may benta siya na 500 pesos. Pagkatapos niyang mag-jot down ng notes or nag-record ng kanyang mga expenses, ang ginawa niya naman ngayon ay nag-track siya ng kanyang income. Okay. Now, again, ang benta niya ay 500 pesos. So, tama ba na 500 pesos dapat yung nakuha niyang benta? Okay. Kumuha siya ng notebook. Ilan ba ulit yung quantity ng mga cupcake? Ang quantity ng cupcake ay 50. So, 50 ang kanyang cupcake at within the 50 cupcake, naibenta lahat yon, ang benta niya ay 500 pesos. 50 multiplied by magkano dapat? 50 yung quantity, i-multiply natin by what? I-multiply natin dapat ng 10 pesos. Bakit 10 pesos? Kasi 10 pesos po ang tawag dito ang halaga ng kada isang cupcake niya. 50 times 10 is equals to total income of 500 pesos. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You have done basic accounting, okay? Basic bookkeeping. Now, the question is, how much profit did he make? Magkano yung kita or yung benta na nagawa niya? Which item is more profitable? Okay? But in this case, wala namang tawag dito isa lang naman yung type of items na binibenta niyo. Cupcake lang. Okay? But let's just say na iba-iba yung flavors ng cupcake. So, pwede nating masagot to. Pero in this case, hindi natin masagot kasi pare-pareho lang naman yung cupcake. Should he expand? Kailangan niya na bang, dami ko ng mga tawag dito, dami ko ng benta ngayon. Dapat bang mag-expand pa ako? Dapat bang tawag dito, gagawa pa ba ako ng ibang mga flavors? So, yung mga tanong na to can only be answered by accounting. And that's the importance of accounting. Accounting is important. Jake's simple records help him, 1. Track his spending. He knew exactly where his money went. Saan ba napunta yung pera ko? napunta pala siya sa flour, napunta pala siya doon sa sugar. Without proper accounting, we don't know where our money went. Second is that, understand his profit. He could see how much he earned after expenses. Okay? Magkano ba yung kita ko? Kung i-minus ko yung benta ko sa kita ko, magkano na lang yung, kung minus ko yung benta ko sa mga expenses ko, magkano lang yung kita ko. Okay? Magkaiba po yung benta sa kita. Ano po pagkakaiba aside sa spelling? Okay? You may pause this video and bawal mag-chat GPT and understand ano kayang difference ng benta sa kita. Okay? May pause this video. Okay. Now, if you don't know the answer or see it now or alam niyo yung answer, ang pagkakaiba po ng benta sa kita, ang benta po, ito po yung nakuha nating amount right after we sell a particular item. So, hindi pa ron naba-minus yung expenses natin. Akala kasi ng mga businesses, for example, or if you have a businesses, akala kasi natin kapag binenta natin, example, meron kayong binibenta na laptop and yung worth ng let's say dalawang laptop is tawag dito not dalawang laptop, 50 laptop at yung isang laptop is 10,000. So lagyan natin 50 times 10,000 na laptop, ang total na benta ay 500,000. So may business kayo na laptop costing 10,000 each and may benta kayo na 500,000. The reason of that is that akala ninyo na ay benta ko pala 500,000. Yes, benta mo ang 500,000 pero ang dapat mong tignan magkano lang yung kita ko. Kasi yung 500,000 na yan, hindi yan lahat sa'yo. Bakit naman hindi sa'yo? Kasi may babayaran ka pang mga variable and fixed expenses. Ano yung variable and fixed expenses, sir? So, that's a different topic, pero may babayaran pa kayong mga renta. May babayaran pa kayo sa mga supplier ninyo. May babayaran pa kayo sa bill. May babayaran pa kayo sa internet. So, ima-minus pa yung amount ng benta doon sa mga expenses ninyo. So, right after na may benta kayo, ima-minus siya doon sa mga expenses, doon pa lang kayo masasabi na, ay, ito pala talaga yung totoong kita ko. Okay? So, magkakaiba yung benta sa kita. Benta is more on how much is the amount of product or the sales that you produce, but the reality is the income or the net income is actually the money that can be used by businesses. Ilan lang yung natira sa businesses after subtracting the expenses. Okay? Third is plan for the future. By investing, Jake set himself up for bigger success. Without proper accounting, we don't know what will happen. We cannot predict. Hindi naman tayo makapredict ng 100%, but we cannot put our judgment, we cannot strategize for the future if we don't have the proper number. And I really do believe that if you don't know the numbers, you don't know your business. Okay, again, if you don't know the numbers, you don't know your businesses. Hindi mo naman kailangan very well versed ka sa accounting. Ang dapat lang talaga dito ay meron kang kaalaman sa basic accounting. Kasi how can you decide for your own finances, for the business itself, if you cannot understand, if you cannot interpret numbers? Okay? Accounting is not just for bigger corporate or bigger business. It can also be used by smaller business. Kahit nga lang yung mga sari-sari store, we use proper accounting. Okay? So, why accounting is important? The lesson here is that accounting isn't just for big businesses. The next time you buy or sell something, think like one. Write it down, do the math, and see how accounting can make a differences. Again, it is not just for big businesses, it can also be for medium businesses, for you as a small businesses, little as a sari-sari store, or pwede din sa mga freelancer that can manage their own finances. Accounting is for everyone because we're dealing with money and we're dealing with finances. And again, it's important for us to be well versed of the numbers, the financial numbers. Okay? Now, let's define the definition of accounting. Accounting can be summarized within the three activities. First is the identifications, selecting economic events. You identify if this particular transactions can be recorded in accounting. Okay? And then second, if na-identify mo kung yung events ba na yun can be recorded as in accounting, right after that, you need to record it already. Okay? Kunin ko yung pen ko. Laser points na lang. Okay. Now, this is identifications. So, ang una mo natin gagawin is to identify and select economic events. Kasi po, hindi po lahat ng mga economic events can be accounted for, can be recorded in accounting. Kasi may mga events naman talaga cannot be quantifiable by money. Okay? Again, we only, in accounting, we only record events or transactions that can be recorded in money. Okay, this is what we call monetary unit assumptions. Now, there are things that are important in businesses that can be recorded in money. Example, health of the owners, which is important naman talaga siya sa business, but we cannot record it because it is not quantifiable by money. Okay? Again, we only identify events that can be recorded in money. Right after we have already identified that it can be quantifiable by money, financial, we then record it. Okay? We record, we classify, and we summarize. Right after we recorded it, the recorded financial status would be communicated in a form of accounting reports, and it is being analyzed and interpreted for users. Okay? Magkatapos mong mag-record, ang gagawin naman ngayon ay i-communicate yun. Yung nire-record na yun. So, this is being done by accounting reports in which we called financial statements. Tawag natin dito ay FS. This is what we called financial statements, and useless lang naman. It is futile if, yes, gumawa nga tayo ng financial statements but we cannot interpret it. Dapat na na-interpret natin kung ano yung mga numbers na nandoon. Okay, let's say for example na tama naman ginawa. Pero if you cannot really interpret something, it is useless. Again, it's futile if you cannot really understand, critically interpret what is the meaning of those numbers. Now, again, select economic events. There are accountable or non-accountable. Accountable events are the things that can be expressed by money. There are also non-accountable events that cannot be expressed by money, and we only record accountable events. Now, recording, this is where the journalizing happens. Okay? We don't discuss first what is journalizing, but recording basically means dito po tayo nagre-record ng money. We post it to Ledger, and we then summarize it and put it as a financial statements. Which is financial statements, pag sinabi po natin financial statements, this is the financial health of the businesses. Like for example, pag pupunta po kayo sa ospital, di ba, meron tayong mga machines that produce numbers, and those numbers can be interpreted by the field of medicines, can be filled by siguro ng siguro no not siguro, definite can be reported by professionals like doctors. Anong ibig sabihin ng mga numbers na to? Okay, so there are machines that produce numbers and can be calculated to interpret our health, our overall health. So kung meron tayo, it is being done by human, we have machines for that. We also have machines, or we also have processes that can also determine the health of the businesses. The first one is the health of you as a human. This one in accounting, we have what we call the process of determining the financial health of the businesses. At ito ang tinatawag nating financial statements. Okay? Para madali po nating maintindihan, ang financial statements po, again, yung processes, lagi nating yung machine na nakakapag-interpret kung, wait, um, do my businesses really financially healthy? So this answers the questions. Now, for communication, it interprets, it communicates, and again, it's useless if not being done. So we need to communicate, we need to prepare accounting reports, and we analyze and interpret this for our users. Now, where does bookkeeping belong? Sir, sa mga diniscuss nyo po dito, saan po belong ang bookkeeping? Ang bookkeeping belongs here in recording. Okay? Ang accounting covers all. Go tayo ng another. Okay. Accounting covers all. Identification, bookkeeping, recording, and communication. Okay? Sometimes, and also most of the time, bookkeeping can also do identifications. Okay? So, but more on, let's just say, bookkeeping really focuses on the recording part. Okay? Dito po tayo belong. Mga future bookkeepers, again, sa accounting, identification, recording, communicating financial reports, yung mga numbers. Pag bookkeeping, mainly belongs to the recording. Again, recording po ha. Now, so dapat clear yun sa inyo. Wait lang. Bookkeeping belongs here in recording. Are they the same thing? Hindi po. Magkaiba ang accounting sa bookkeeping. When we're talking about accounting, it represents all of the activities from identification, recording, and communicating, while in bookkeeping, it only involves the recording part. Hindi po nag-i-interpret ng financial statements ang mga bookkeeper. Although, it is the prerogative of the company if pwede silang mag-interpret, but when we're interpreting numbers, it is being done by accountants. Okay? Yung mga ginawa ng ating mga bookkeepers, yung pagre-record nila, ang nagve-verify dito ay ang mga accountants kung tama ba yung ginawa nila. Okay? So, in bookkeeping, we do the recording. So, sabi niya, baka sabihin ninyo, ay, recording lang naman pala yan eh. Pag-copy-copy lang naman yan eh. Hindi po. Because when we're doing recording, we're not just copying things. We're following certain procedures. We're following procedures, processes, and accounting principles that needs to be adhered. Kasi, kung hindi nyo po in-adhere, baka makasuhan po tayo. Okay? Or kung hindi nyo po sinunod, maybe hindi po tama yung pagpapagawa, and we cannot really see the financial health of the business kasi nga hindi nga tama yung ginawa ninyo. Okay? Accountants and bookkeepers. Now, accountants can do bookkeeping, but bookkeeper cannot do what accountants do. Okay? When we're talking about accountants, this is just one part of what they can do because they're well versed of the identification, recording, and communications. So higher na talaga yun siya. Pag bookkeepers naman, we are limited to the recording part. Okay? But I don't say na you don't have the skills. You can still have the skills as you go all through, but when we're talking about what we call this for interpreting parts, they have the higher knowledge for that. So, let's give it, mapupunta talaga yan sa ating mga accountants. I hope that makes clear, ha? Now, although bookkeeping function is part of accounting, bookkeeping and accounting are not the same. Bookkeeping refers to the process of recording the accounts or transactions of an entity. Bookkeeping normally ends with the preparation of trial balance. Unlike accounting, bookkeeping does not require the interpretation of the significance of the information process. Okay? Yung pag-i-interpret po is being done by accountants. And also, accounting, on the other hand, covers the whole process of identifying, recording, and communicating information to the interested users. Okay? Accounting po is nag-identify, nag-record, and nagko-communicate. It covers all of the activities. Bookkeeping only belongs to recording. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, what are the financial statements? A financial statement is a written report that shows the financial conditions and performance of a business. It helps owners and others understands how the business is doing financially. Now, it can be said na dapat sa trial balance lang tayo gumagawa ng pag-bookkeepers. No, there are also some companies that na pinapagawa na din nila ng financial statements yung mga bookkeepers nila kasi nga they already know how to do it, and is only verified by the accountants. Okay? So, the financial statements are the end results ng pag-record natin. A financial statement is a written report that shows the financial conditions and performance of a business. Again, when we're talking about financial conditions, financial statements belongs or it signifies the financial health. Okay? Healthy ba yung business ko? So, tinitignan natin ito by looking at the numbers of in the financial statement. So, dito tinitignan. So, yung financial statements ay tinitignan hindi lamang ng mga owner. Tinitignan din to ng mga BIR. Tinitignan din ito ng mga investors. Tinitignan ito ng mga tao sa loob ng business. Okay? Marami po ang may kailangan ng financial statements. Kaya dapat ito ay tama, dapat ito ay accurate as much as possible para hindi po dapat para hindi po na tayo ay makulong. May tendency na makukulong talaga tayo dito. So this is just a piece of paper that you can see, but it really gives a whole lot of importance to the businesses, to the legality of the businesses. It helps owners, managers, and other users understand how the business is doing financially. Again, when we're talking about financial statements, this is the numbers that we can see that being produced pagkatapos natin mag-record. So this is being done and this is being used to see the financial health of the businesses. So what are the financial statements that we have? We have statement of financial positions, income statements, statement of changes in equities, and statement of cash flows. So, hindi muna natin discuss ano ba itong mga to. So, titingnan ko lang, papatingin ko lang sa inyo yung overview ng mga financial statements na to. Okay? We will not dig on dippers, but we just have to look at it. Okay. The first one is that we have the statement of financial possessions. So this is the statement of financial possessions. So in the Philippine Financial Reporting Standards, tawag talaga dito ay statement of financial possession. Pero sa ibang mga accounting books, may makikita po kayo na balance sheet. So magkapareho lang po 'yun. The difference is that in Philippine Financial Reporting Standards, mas ang ginagamit po natin ay statement of financial possession. Okay? Sa balance sheets, most likely ginagamit yan sa US, pero they are basically the same thing. magkaiba lang yung format ng pagpapagawa ng tawag dito na dito sa mga accounts. Pero magkapareho lang po 'yun. Kaya kapag may nakita po kayo again, balance sheets, hindi ko makuha no. Balance sheet, magkapareho po 'yun. Okay? Baka may makita kayo mga balance sheets na pangalan dito, pareho lang yun siya statement of financial position. Kasi paminsan yung mga ibang mga materials ko ay may nakapangalan na balance sheet. So magkapareho lang yun sila. Okay? So this is just part of the statement of financial position. This is the income statement. Okay? So income statement, pwede din tong may ibang tawag din dito. Pwede tong statement of comprehensive income. Okay? Pwede to siyang tawagin. May ibang word to siya. Statement of comprehensive income. So magkapareho lang yun sila. And then we also have statement of changes in equity and statement of cash flow. Okay? Now, when do accountants prepare financial statements? The business's continuous life or life of existence. When it starts, it is assumed that will continue to operate of a definite period is its continuing going concern consumptions in accounting. The life of the business is divided into equal periods where at the end of each period, financial statements are prepared. These periods are being referred as counting periods. Okay, let's just say that when we're doing accounting, we're doing financial statements, we have to have this going concern assumptions. Anong ibig sabihin nito going concern assumptions? Dapat pag you're recording, you're doing proper accounting, dapat ang nasa isip mo, yung business mo will go on, will continue indefinitely. Hindi mo dapat isipin na ay um ibahin ko tong mga numbers na to kasi nga alam ko namang papalugi kami. Hindi. Okay? You need to have the thinking na pag gumawa kayo ng accounting, your business will go on until to the future. Okay? Now, who does the recording in the book of accounts? When the business becomes bigger, it might be difficult for the owner to do the recording work, especially if he has no adequate backgrounds in accountings. Kaya nga, ang businesses po, pag business owners kayo, if you are ever here in the business, most of the time, kaya may mga accountant and bookkeeper sa businesses kasi dapat ang focus ng isang owner or ng isang entrepreneur ay hindi dapat nakalaan doon sa tinatawag nating recording of numbers. Kasi it is, imagine sa dami, imagine mga um, tawag dito mga big businesses, thousands of transactions, hindi nila yan kayang isa-isahin. That's why to free up the time, to free up the energy. So this we are employed by entrepreneurs, by the businesses to do the recording of the numbers. That's why we have bookkeepers and accountants. So hindi dapat yun mawala sa businesses. Dapat may bookkeeper, dapat may accountants. Because the owner of the business is a profit-oriented, his main concern is focused on the movements of his capital investment and the day-to-day activities. Tama to. Hindi dapat siya nakafocus doon mismo sa pag-track ng numbers. Dapat ang focus niya is paano mapapalago yung mga businesses, paano mapapa-improve yung kanyang service, mapapa-improve yung kanyang negosyo. So dapat dito nakalaan yung focus ng isang entrepreneur. Now, analysis and interpretation of the report and making decisions are performed by an accountant. Of course, dapat may help siya ng accountant niya. Kasi ang mag-interpret ng numbers doon ay ang accountant. Kaya dapat importante din na yung business owner or an entrepreneur, hindi naman dapat extensive na kaalaman sa accounting. Dapat meron siyang background or meron siyang kaalaman sa basic accounting para naman ma-interpret niya yung mga numbers na binibigay sa kanya ng accountant or ng bookkeepers. Okay? Who does the recording in the book of accounts? Now, accountants prepare reports based on recorded data and the interpretation of the works. The work of the bookkeepers, again, is reviewed by the accountants. The accountant must possess a much level of knowledge and analytical skill that is required of the bookkeeper. The scope of work of an accountant at the beginning levels may include some bookkeeping. The records that are used and kept for the business are called book of accounts. The characters are called accounting data, which will be processed and transformed into a report form called financial statements. Again, the work of the bookkeepers are being reviewed by the accountants, and therefore accountants should have the much bigger knowledge. Kaya dapat it's another level of higher accounting. So they are trained to do that, and bookkeepers records the numbers, the financial numbers. Now, the question is, why is bookkeeping important? Bakit pa kailangan ng bookkeeping? Ano ba yung kailangan nito? Ano bang saysay na to? Okay, the first one is that tax compliance and preparations. Accurate, up-to-date records make filing tax returns seamless, reducing the risk of audits, penalties, and interest charges. Kung mali po yung pag-record mo ng mga numbers, may tendency na mapapenalty ka sa BIR. Kasi kailangan po yung pag-prepare ng financial statements, dapat tinitignan yan. Magkano bang itatax ko dito based sa nakikita nating mga numbers. And dapat yung piniprepare nating mga financial records, financial statements ay dapat tama. Pwede ba kung sir gagawa-gawa na lang ako ng sarili kong format? Hindi. Mali po yun. Okay, mali po yun sa batas. And madami ng nakukulong dito, madami ng tawag dito mga anomalya here and outside of the Philippines, everywhere. So ano ba yung mga famous na um, yung tawag dito yung flood control projects, okay? Paano kaya nila nakuha yung mga numbers na yun? So, 'di ba? Nakikita nila yung mga irregularities doon sa piece of papers. Okay? Kaya importante po na tama po yung pag-record natin ng mga numbers kasi it might cost the businesses money. It can also cost penalties, interest charges. Kaya dapat tama yung paggawa natin ng bookkeeping kasi importante at tinitignan yan ng BIR or ng other government agencies. Not just BIR, but also the Security and Exchange Commissions. Tumitingin din sa ating mga financial statements. Okay? Second one is that it is important because it improves decision making. Real-time visibilities into income and expenses enables owners to understand their financial positions and make confident data-driven decisions. We cannot make decisions if we cannot understand the numbers. Okay? If we have the numbers, then we can make proper and improved decisions. Again, your numbers are futile if you cannot interpret it. And if you don't know the numbers, again, you don't know your business. Okay. Again, you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. Dapat, kung mag-negosyo kayo or may negosyo kayo, dapat marunong kayong bumasa ng numero. And what does that number signifies? Okay, other thing why bookkeeping is important is cash flow management. Tracking money in and out to ensure that invoices are paid on time and that the business has enough liquidity to meet its obligation. Hindi po ibig sabihin na madami kayong benta ay madami din kayong pera. Kasi pag sinasabi natin, okay, dami kong benta so madami akong pera, hindi. Kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin may benta ka, may pera ka agad yun. Kasi may mga benta na constitutes to customers or clients actually nangungutang sa'yo. Pero considered pa rin yung benta kasi may naibigay kang product or may inibigay kang services. Okay? Sa accounting po, when we're talking about accrual basis, okay? Pag nagbebenta po tayo ng product or nagbibigay po tayo ng services regardless, okay? Regardless if nagbayad siya or nangutang siya, i-considered pa rin natin siyang as benta as long as naibigay natin yung product or naibigay natin yung serbisyo. Nakakalito ba? Okay? Sa accrual basis ng accounting, again, kino-consider natin siyang as benta regardless if nagbayad yung customer or client mo. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, first, there's a difference between client and customer. When we're talking about client, this refers to the, okay, pause muna to. You can pause the videos and you have to understand first, ano bang pagkakaiba niya aside sa spelling. Okay? Intindihin natin, anong pagkakaiba ng client at customer. May pause the video and to understand further, ano kaya sir? Sir, spelling, hindi po spelling, okay? Hindi po pronunciation. So, ano po, just have a little thinking. Ano ba kaya? Ano kayang difference niya? Okay, you're done? When we're talking about clients, we're talking about people whom the businesses are giving services. Okay? Pag yung businesses po ay nakasentro sa pagbibigay ng serbisyo, example mga salon, example yung internet services, ang tinatawag po sa mga tao na kumukuha na o nag-avail sa kanila ay ang tinatawag nating mga client. Okay? When a business is giving products, not giving products, selling products, ang mga nag-consume po ay tinatawag nating customer. Okay? So, magkaiba po yun. Magkaiba yung, again, pag clients, it's more about services. Pag sinasabi nating customer is more on products. Again, going on sa sinabi ko, magkaiba yung sinasabi nating sales. Okay? Pag sinabi po nating sales or benta, hindi po pag accrual ha, you will understand more on accrual. So yung benta, regardless if kasi may mga businesses kasi or business to business na yes, nagbenta ka pero hindi naman kailangan dapat na ibigay na yon kaagad yung tawag natin dito na ibigay na kaagad yung bayad. Okay? So may mga ibang mga customers or may mga ibang clients na naibigay na natin yung serbisyo or yung produkto pero hindi pa nila naibayad. So that is considered as again benta. Regardless if may bayad or wala, basta inibigay mo yung serbisyo or yung produkto, benta pa rin yun under the accrual basis. So we need to ensure that we have a proper cash flow management and that is being done by proper bookkeeping. Kasi hindi ibig sabihin, again, na may benta ka, may proper cash flow ka. Okay? Paano na lang ang dami kong benta? Sa numbers dito lang, benta ko 1 million. Pero hindi lang pala yun lahat ay, hindi magkaiba pala yun. May tinatawag pala na cash sales and credit sales. Pag cash sales, benta na may involved na cash. Pag credit sales naman, benta na may involved na utang. So magkaiba pala yun. So yung sa 1 million pala, kuwan lang pala dito Yung cash sales ko lang pala dito is 100,000 tapos yung 900,000 pala is credit sales. So mas malaki yung benta na utang. Okay? So dapat we have a proper cash flow management kasi mahalaga po yung cash natin. Kasi paano mo mababayaran yung mga obligations mo sa mga suppliers mo or yung mga obligations mo sa pinagkakautangan mo mga bank. So dapat we have a proper cash flow management. Okay? The second one, this is the second one na kailan ba to? Okay? Budgeting and planning. Detailed records assist in creating a realistic financial forecast and comparing actual performance against budgetary goals. Now, if we don't have proper bookkeeping, we cannot anticipate the future. Okay? We need to have a proper realistic financial forecast. And we need to actually determine the actual performance. Magkano ba yung predict natin na gagastusin natin versus the actual numbers that we have. And we need to interpret it, and by interpreting it and by having realistic financial forecast, we need to have proper bookkeeping. Okay? Next one is that business organization and efficiencies. It ensures that every transaction is documented, helping to identify and curb unnecessary expenses while streaming the operations. Okay, while looking at the financial statements, alin ba dito sa mga numbers na to ay dapat, alin ba dito ang hindi na dapat natin or hindi dapat isama? Okay, tingnan ko nga sa financial statements ko. Sobrang laki ng tawag dito, sobrang laki ng binabayaran ko ngayon for electricity, 50,000. Usually per month naman, 35,000 to 40,000 lang to. Anong nangyayari sa 50,000? So, by looking at your financial statement, you have to question yourself. Okay pala. Yung aircon pala ay naka-on pala siya 24/7. Naka-open lang naman kami ng 8 to 5 na sa business namin. So you have to go on that. You have to have organization efficiency. You have to look at your financial numbers to really see what is happening in your businesses. Okay? So for that, again, you need to have a proper bookkeeping. Now, we also have securing finances. Lenders and investors required organized detailed financial statements as balance sheets and income statement to assess the feasibility of providing capital. If you don't have the proper numbers, your proper bookkeeping, and therefore you cannot make proper financial statements, hindi ka makaka-secure ng financing. Kasi ang tinitignan ng mga investors ngayon or yung mga businesses, kasi pag sinasabi natin, mga businesses, no, nangungutang po yung mga businesses. Okay? So, sir, madami naman silang pera. Okay, this is a whole different topics, but businesses really do have uh, tawag dito nangungutang talaga sila sa mga bangko. One, to increase their credit score. Second is that it is really helpful kasi nga they're not using their own money and yung risk level ay low. Okay? That's why nakikita natin na si Mark Zuckerberg or si Elon Musk or si Bill Gates, 'di ba? Lahat sila na parang bakit to silang may mga utang pa rin madaming pera. Okay? They're using that because of those reasons. Because if they are actually loaning, in a sense, hindi nila ginagamit yung pera nilang own kasi ginagamit nila yung pera ng mga ibang tao. Okay? That's the reality and that's the trick that they are using. Okay? So, hindi po lahat ng mga utang ay masama. There are good debt and there are bad debt. And here, we are actually leveraging on the good debt. And therefore, the businesses is using this. We have proper financial statements, proper bookkeeping, and therefore, we can secure financing. Kaya, itong mga lenders, investors, mga bank, tinitignan ng mabuti yung mga financial statements natin. Tama ba itong ginawa nila? Or baka sowa-sowa lang to? Or hindi tama yung ginawa? Or tinitingnan nila, may mga auditors yan sila. Pag titingnan, if your financial statements, your records are financially viable or tama yung pagpapagawa. Okay? Now, we'll go on to our review questions. Okay? We're almost done. Okay? 1. What is bookkeeping? A. Analyzing financial reports, recording financial transactions, preparing financial statements, or D. Interpreting financial data. Okay? You may pause this video and to analyze what is the answer. Okay? Correct answer is B. Recording financial transactions. We have to understand kung bakit mali yung mga iba. Analyzing financial reports. This is wrong. This is being done by accounting or accountant. So, ang pagpapanalyze ng financial reports are being done by accounting. Okay? Preparing financial statements. Okay? Hindi, although gumagawa tayo ng ganito, is also being done, hindi po ito ang ang possible pa rin na gagawa tayo sa bookkeeping ng financial statements, hindi ito ang primary na ginagawa natin. More on, ang pagpapagawa ng financial statements are being done by accountants. Tayo nagpa-prepare tayo ng mga records. Interpreting financial statements, although bookkeeping can interpret, we give this interpretations to our accountants. Okay? But it's also a big points kapag yung business, yung bookkeeper ay marunong mag-interpret ng financial data. Now, the main job of bookkeeping is basically to record financial transactions. And options A, C, and D are not, because this is being done by accountant. Okay? Now, number 2, what is the main difference between bookkeeping and accounting? Bookkeeping is more complex than accounting. B, accounting only records transactions. C, bookkeeping records transactions while accounting interprets them. And D, they're exactly the same. Okay? May pause this video and understand further the questions that is on your screen right now. Okay? Once you're done, we'll answer. What is your answer? Bookkeeping records transactions while accounting interprets them. Okay, let's understand this. Bookkeeping is more complex than accounting. Wrong po ito. Okay? Mas komplikado po ang accounting kasi mas nag-analyze sila ng data and so many things that they need to be. Pero hindi natin masasabi na easy lang yung bookkeeping. Okay, mahirap din yung bookkeeping, pero mas mahirap ang accounting. Okay? Accounting only records transactions. Hindi lang, yes, accounting can do record transactions, pero hindi lang record transactions. They identify, they record, and they communicate. So lahat ng accounting processes ay involve sa accounting. Okay? So, dapat bookkeeping to dito. Okay? Bookkeeping only records transactions. So, pag sinabi nating, accounting record transaction, hindi po. Isa to sa mga kasali yung record transactions, pero hindi lang ito ang ginagawa ng accounting. And they are exactly the same. Hindi po pareho. Ang bookkeeping and accounting may pagkakaiba po sila aside sa spelling. Okay? So, they're not exactly the same. But when we're talking about bookkeeping, this is based on the accounting principles. Now, the correct answer should be C, bookkeeping records transactions while accounting interprets them. Again, bookkeeping, recording, accounting, interpret. Which of the following is a financial statement? Journal, ledger, income statements, or what we called receipt? Pause the video and answer it. The correct answer is income statement. Journal and ledger is not a financial statement. It is a book. Okay? Kaya tinatawag natin bookkeeping kasi we are taking care of two books. And these two books are journal and ledger. So we will discuss this more as we progress here. Now, receipt is not a financial statement. It is what we call a source documents. Lagyan natin ito na lang. Source docs na lang. Pag ganyan na lang. Okay? Now, when we're talking about income statement, this is one of the financial statements. Okay? Other tawag dito sa ibang mga books ay Statement of Comprehensive Income or most of the time, SCI. So most of the time, ito yung makikita ninyo, SCI. Pero may makita kayong income statement na Word, okay, pareho pa rin yun siya. Okay? This is not, hindi lamang income statement ang meron sa financial statements. Examples ng financial statements, meron pang statement of financial position or financial or balance sheets, meron ding statement of changes in equities and statement of cash flow. So apat yung pinaka or changes in equities, apat yung major na financial statements na i-discuss natin sa bookkeeping course na to. Okay? Now, okay, I hope that you have already gone and through with that. As a summary, so let's have the summary. Bookkeeping is the process of recording financial transactions, while accounting involves analyzing and interpreting financial data. Again, when we're talking about bookkeeping, it's only the recording part. But when we're talking about accounting, let me get the laser point. When we're talking about accounting, it involves analyzing, interpreting, so identifying, recording, and communicating. When we're talking about bookkeeping, bookkeeping is only a part of accounting, but they have a different roles and functions. Again, accountant can do bookkeeping, but bookkeeping cannot do accounting. Okay? Yes, ang accountant nakagagawa siya ng ginagawa ng bookkeeper, pero yung bookkeeper hindi siya pwede maging accountant because there are two different individuals, two different fields, okay? But bookkeeping involves the foundations of accounting principles, okay? Bookkeeping, recording, accounting, all of the accounting activities. Accurate records support better decision making and business growth. Okay? We need to maintain accurate records not just for tax compliances and legal compliances, but to support us for health decision making in business for the growth of our businesses. Bookkeeping is important for organization, planning, and compliance in any businesses. Okay? That's it for our first lecture.